Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing great. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. I have created bunch of playlists to cover various categories of problems such as strings, arrays, dynamic programming, breadth first search, depth first search, and so on. Don't forget to check them out. I have uploaded the code for this particular problem to GitHub repository. You can get the link from description below this video. Let's jump into today's problem. Remove k digits. Given a non-negative integer num represented as a string, remove k digits from the number so that new number is the smallest possible. So we are given with a non-negative integer number represented as a string. So from that we are supposed to remove k digits so that after removing the k digits it will be the smallest number possible. And there is a couple of note here. The number length of the number is less than 10,002 and will be greater than or equal to k. So the length of the number will be 10,002. Okay, so even though they are saying an integer, right, so it doesn't fit in a regular 32-bit or 64-bit integer. So the length of the integer is pretty high, 10,000 digits in it. So that's why the input is given as a string. Okay, and the given num doesn't contain any leading zeros. So there are no leading zeros. So what does it mean is, so if it is 10, so 10 is probably a valid one. So there is nothing like a 0010 like this. This kind of number is not present. That's what it is, right? So let's try to understand a little bit more by looking through the example one, right? So given integer string is this one and the k value is 3, right? So from here we are supposed to remove 3 integers, right, 3 digits, and make sure whatever the resulting number is the smallest possible. So the answer given is 1219, right? So this we need to transform to 1219, right? So that's the lowest number possible. So what does that mean is we removed how many digits from here? So 4 is removed, 3 is removed, 2 is removed, like that, right? So basically we need to work on an algorithm such that there will be k digits removed from the given number string. Okay, so and this is one kind of example. There is another example where it has some zeros, right? So this we are trying to convert it to 200, right? The output is 200 where k is equal to just 1. So that means they removed the first one and it converted into 0 to 100, and later the 0 to 100, because it should not have leading zeros, right? That's why it got converted into 200. So but how to pick a digit is the question for us, right? How to pick a given digit is the question, right? So the approach that we are going to see is we need to pick the maximum digit possible, right? Because if we remove the minimum digits, right, it will not be a minimum number anyway. So we need to make sure after removing the maximum digits, when I say maximum digits, right, maximum digit value, right, maximum digit value, if we remove that kind of number in the number string, then we will achieve smallest number possible. So that's one thing. So what we are trying to do is try removing the digit with highest value, right? But highest value, if we go just with this highest value, right, so from 1432219, right, so we are supposed to actually remove 9, right? So this is one thing. But what is the highest value in here? For the example this one, right, 9. So if you remove 9, it would become something like this, right? But is it really the smallest number by removing 9? Not really, right? So if we remove 4, actually that will be the smallest number, right? Not actually 9, right? So by removing one number, let's say k is equal to 1, right? So that's what I am going for here. So that means we are trying to remove only one number from this. If we remove which number, that will become the smallest. So that will be 4, right? So at a given time, what we are trying to do is we are trying to remove one number at a time. Whatever the k value it is, it doesn't matter. Let's try removing one number at a time. Okay, so that we will get to the algorithm, right? So try removing the one number which is highest. So that highest value is, we need to choose such that after that we should see a low value, right? We keep on looking for highest value, right? And after that highest value, the immediate digit should be lower than that. That's what we are trying to do. So we are at 1. So since there is no previous digits, we move on. So is 4 greater than 1? Yes. So we still move on. Is 3 greater than 4? No. So then we knock this 4 out of the ground, right? That's why we assumed 132219. So that is the smallest possible value. Let's say k is equal to 2. So now that we have achieved this smallest number by removing k is equal to 1. Let's say k is equal to 2, right? So now we will go through this number as opposed to this number, right? So now our number became this one. Now let's say k is equal to 2. That means initially k is equal to 2. Now we are left with one more, right? So in that case, that means k is equal to 1. Let's say k is equal to 2 here, right? So k is equal to 2. We removed 1. Okay, k became 1. So from here we will try to apply the same logic. Look for a highest value, and after this highest value, next digit should be lower than the highest value. Okay, so start from 1, it increased 3 and immediately it decreased, right? So now we will knock off 3. So our number become 12219, right? So now we decrement k is equal to 0. So we don't have to decrease anything. So that means if we are given with 2, right, what is the highest value that we are going to remove? What is the lowest value that we are going to get by removing 2 is 12219. So but for the given problem, in this is k is equal to 3, right? So we were k is equal to 3, we removed it, and this is k is equal to 2, we removed it, and k is equal to 1. So that means we have to remove one more here. So we apply the same logic again. So 1, there is no previous number. 2, it increased. 2, it did not increase, but it is still same. So as long as it is same or increasing, we keep on going forward. But once it drops, that means it decreases, we remove that. So now it decreased. So now we knock off this 2. So what that will become? 1219, right? 1219. So now k becomes 0. So essentially what we are trying to do is, at any given point in time, we are trying to keep track of the highest element from left to right, as long as it is going in the increasing way, right? But at one point it decreases, right? The one which is the peak value, we are going to remove it. That is a candidate for removing. Got it? So basically I have written down the steps. So keep track of the highest element from left to right. So keep in mind we are always starting from 0th index. So left to right. Okay. Move forward as long as it is increasing. At some point if it decreases, then the number before decrease is the candidate to be removed. So we remove that and decrement k and continue the above process until k becomes 0, right? So let's try to look at that particular algorithm, right? So we will optimize this and go for a better algorithm very soon. So let me show you the code for this, right? So there is a code for this. So n is equal to dot length if n is equal to k. That means you are trying to remove all the digits in the given number. So in that case we just return 0. You don't have to really do all the processing, right? So now while k is greater than 0, so we are supposed to remove only k digits, right? So while k is greater than 0, we are trying to initialize the new string builder and get the num length into n and initialize the max with the 0th character, whatever it is there, and we initialize if a character is found or not. That means a character means a max character is found or not. That means, right? So now we are going through the entire string 1 to n, basically 1 to the length of the num. So if character is not found, we are trying to say, okay, if the current character is greater than the max, if so, we update the max and append the number to the string builder, right? Otherwise, we will say, okay, character is found and we append the current character, right? So in the case of max is updating, right, we append the character previous to it, but when it is found, we update the character. So that means we are missing one character in here, right? So the character that we are not appending is the character which we want to remove, right? So once it executes through this loop, we will be coming with a different number. Basically, what is that number? So this is 1, right? Once we identified and removed, the number got converted into this one. So once a number is identified and it removed, it got converted into this. Once a number is identified and removed, it got converted into this. So basically, we are keeping accumulating the string builder, right, with all the contents of the number except one number which we are taking care by not appending here. Not appending is nothing but remove. So instead of adding and removing, I am not even appending it. So now, number is getting updated. So now I decrement the k. So as long as k is greater than 0, right, I will be doing these steps. So keep in mind, I am updating the number for every iteration, right? So string builder is getting converted to string and getting filled into number. That's why I am getting the new length every time. So every time, since we are removing one character, right, so the number length will be decreased every time by 1. So that's why I am getting the new length every time. So every time we are going to start with 0th character in the max and going through the array and going through the entire string until we find the character, right? So in general, this will be executed until k number of times, because while k is greater than 0, we will be doing this particular thing. So this exactly follows what we have discussed previously. So there is one more thing which is relevant here. So in the case of example 2, right, where 10,200, so we removed 1 because after 1 there immediately 0 came. So we have to remove 1. So after removing 1, since k is equal to just 1, right, so 0 to 0, 0 is there, right? So that means we are supposed to remove the trailing zeros. That means 0 need to be removed and answer will be given as only 200. So now I have a method to remove the trailing zeros. So before returning the number, I am removing the zeros, right, trailing zeros. So I am initializing the string builder and initializing the index to 0. While index is less than s dot length and s of index is equal to I, we just increment the index. So once you encounter a non-zero, you start appending it to the string builder and finally return the string builder. But if all the numbers are zeros in the given string, right, finally the string builder length will be still 0. That's why we just return a single 0 as the trim zeros, right? If there are 20 zeros given to you this string, right, so finally what you are supposed to give, it's only 1 0. So that's what is being done here, because this while loop will exhaust through the s dot length. So that's why we are just giving the single 0. So finally trim zeros is a function which will be removed, which will be removing the zeros, leading zeros basically, right? So that's what we are trying to do before returning the number. So this is a simple approach to do it. So this approach is, we try to track of the highest element from left to right. So as long as the number is increasing, we move forward. Once it starts decreasing, right, whatever the peak that we saw, we knock that off, right? So that is what the candidate to be removed. So let's go ahead and look at the time complexity and space complexity for this algorithm. So time and space, right? So time complexity, what is that we are using? So this while loop will be executed k times, right? So inside that we have another for loop which will be executing n times. So outer loop is executing k times and inner loop is executing n times. So even though technically and or in practical this is not going through the n times, and also the n's value is decreased, right, for each k, right? While k is getting decreased, the value of n is also getting decreased. So the total time complexity that we would say overall will be order of k into n. Okay. So the total time complexity will be order of k into n. So where k is the given number and n is length of the num, right, num string. So that's what it is. So let's go ahead and look at the space. So the space that we are using is the string builder, this one, right? So this is the string builder that we are using. So how much is the length of the string builder here? So the length of the string builder would be equal to how much? So till it is 1 less than the number every time, right? So we are appending all the numbers except 1. So we would say the string builder, since it is a temporary storage for every iteration, we will say order of n is the space, even though the n is getting decreased, right? Every iteration of k, we will say the space complexity will be order of n. So for this particular algorithm, time complexity is order of kn and space complexity is order of n. So this is what it is. Now let's try to understand what we are trying to do here, right? We will improvise this algorithm and convert this algorithm into a best algorithm. Okay. So what are we trying to do? Every iteration we are starting from the first and trying to go for the highest element from left to right, right? As long as it is increasing, right? So every time we start from 1, that means 0th index, and we go till the highest element and we come back. We go and we come back. So this is like we are trying to search for an element, the peak, right, and coming and forming that number and starting from the start, again going back and starting from start. So we are continuing that k number of times, right? So there is a repetition process that is following, right? So that's the reason why the time complexity is order of kn. So we can reduce the time complexity by little more, right? So let's try to do that. So what we are going to do is we are going to employ a stack. Okay. So even when you do the when you execute the program with stack, the approach is very similar. So we still go for the next highest element from left to right and move forward as long as it is increasing, right? Once it starts decreasing, we knock off the element, right? So there is a little change because we are going to employ a stack, right? So this will be approach 2 for us, right? So approach 2. So we will use a stack. We will use a stack to keep track of the which element need to be knocked off. So now, as long as the elements are increasing, we push into the stack, right? As long as the elements are increasing, we push into the stack. But once you see a decrease, we pop whatever there on the top of the stack. So that's what we are doing essentially here, right? So we go from left to right, and as we see a number decreases, right, we take that as candidate and we'll remove. So in the same way, we use a stack and push into the stack as long as the numbers are increasing. And once you see a number which is decreasing, we pop out of that stack. So let's try that same thing. So this one, right? Let's try the same thing. So now stack will be with 1, right? So let's have index is equal to 0 and stack will be 1, right? The first element, right? Index 0, and let's say index 1. Now 4 is greater than 1, so you add on top of the stack, right? And but now at index 2, right, 3 is greater than, 3 is less than top of the stack. What is top of the stack? 4. So 4 is the top of the stack. Now what we are going to do is knock off. So stack becomes just 1 and index is still 2. Okay, index is still 2. So if that means we have removed 1 by at this removed 1 character, right? We removed 1 character. Let's say if k is equal to 1 is given, right? Let's say if k is equal to 1 is given. So that means we have already removed 1 character. So now what we are going to do is we keep on pushing into the, so now we have removed 1 character, right? So since the k is equal to 1, we removed anything anyway. So now what we are going to do is we will push onto the stack. So that way we can do, or we can go back and append all the characters from the stack plus the remaining characters in the string, right? So that is what we are going to do the approach. So it will be a stack operation. Instead of going back and forth with the given string, right, we will be employing the stack and removing from the stack. So whatever the value that we have popped from the stack, we are not going to add it to our final string, right? So this is the approach that we are going to see. So let's go ahead and look at the code and try to understand what we are doing. So remove k digits. So these are the initial things. So basically if n is equal to k, we return 0. If n is equal to 0, just return the number. And we have started declaring the stack and initialize the index to I. So now we push the first character. That means the first character is I is equal to 0, right? The index is 0 and increment the index. Now, so while the index is less than n, what is n? N is the length of the number, right? So while k is greater than 0, so we'll have to do only the number of removals, right? So while k is greater than 0 and the stack has some elements, if top of the stack, the peak will always give you the top of the stack, right? If top of the stack is greater than number of I, right? If the top of the stack is greater than number of I, what we are going to do is dot pop. So we popped and decrement the k. So we do this as long as the top of the stack is greater than the number. But otherwise what we are going to do, we just keep on pushing, right? Keep on pushing. But once we have removed enough digits, right, we don't enter this while loop. We keep on pushing into the stack. So that's what we did previously, right? So when you go back to the example, so now index is 2, we removed 1 character, k is equal to 1, so k became 0 now, right? K became 0 because decrement. So index is equal to 2. So now what happens at index is equal to 2, stack 1, 3, right? 1, 3. So now index is equal to 3. So we won't enter this loop because k is not greater than 0. K became already 0. So we won't enter this loop. So we keep on pushing the numbers into the stack. So finally the stack will become 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 9. So once we go through the entire number with this, right, what we are going to do is while k is greater than 0. So in some examples, in some cases, k will not be still greater than 0, right? So if the number is ever increasing, let's say we will look into that again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So if this is the number, so what is the how to make it smaller? By removing one number, right? So obviously we need to remove the last number, right? So that for those cases this is needed. So while k is greater than or equal to 0, we just pop and k will be decremented. So now whatever the stack content is there, that is the final number that we want. Okay, so for that purpose what we are doing is we are just taking the string builder, and while stack has an element, so we are inserting into the string builder at 0th position. So stack will be popped in the reverse order, right? So first will be 9. When we pop, the pop will be 9 1 2 2 3 1, right? So but this is not the right number. So what we are going to do is we are inserting in 0th position. So while we pop the element from the top of the stack, we insert at 0th element. So that will be our final number. So we, even though we insert to this, right? So what we are going to do for initially SB will be 9, right? And we keep on inserting at 0th position, 1 2 2 3 1. So that will be our string builder. So in this particular case there are no trailing zeros, but if there are trailing zeros, we need to remove those trailing zeros. Again, the function which I showed you earlier, the trim zeros will be passed with this string, the string builder dot toString, and that will remove the trailing zeros and it will return the output. So this is essentially using the stack operation. So we are exactly doing the same operations as our first method, but we are using a stack instead of going through the same number starting from 0th element again and again and again. So we are not using that in the approach 2 when we employ a stack. So let's go ahead and look at the time and space complexity for this algorithm. Time and space. So we are going through this entire number string just once, right? While I is less than 1, we just do it, right? So the time complexity in this particular case will be order of n. The time complexity will be order of n. So even though we have these pops in here, right? K is greater than or equal to 0 and s dot count is greater than or equal to 0, s peak is greater than nums of I. So we have some pops going on here, right? So this will be equal to how many pops? The total number of pops will be only k times, right? So there is no additional complexity that is involved here. So overall complexity, if you really want to say, it will be order of n plus k, right? Overall complexity, if you really want to see. Okay, and space complexity. So how much space we are using? Obviously we are using a string builder and a stack. So two things we are using here. The string builder, the space will be equal to how much? The string builder will be order of n minus k, right? Order of n minus k, because finally we will have only n minus k digits in a worst possible case. Plus how much stack space we are using? Order of n. So almost every character that we want will be there in the stack, right? So how many characters will be there in the stack? Assuming k elements are not there, right? So since k elements will be removed in a given scenario anyway, right? So we will still say order of n minus k stack space. So totally it will be order of n minus k stack space, right? We will take this off and we will just have order of n minus k stack space. So since big O notation is always about no constants, that's why instead of order of 2n minus 2k, I removed 2's from there, and the space complexity will be order of n minus k. So if you compare the two algorithms, right? So first algorithm was taking order of kn and space is order of n, and the second algorithm is taking order of n plus k, and that is the time, and time space complexity is order of n minus k. So we have improved the time complexity a bit, right? So both of them use same idea, but in the second algorithm we have employed a stack space, an extra stack space, right? So hope you have understood the problem. If you have any questions, please post them in the comment section below the video. I have posted this code to the GitHub repository. You can find the link in the description below this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe and share among your friends. Please click on the bell icon so that you will be notified about my future videos. Thank you for watching. I'll be back with another problem very soon. Till then, stay safe. Goodbye.